What's up, guys? This is Jay with the Columbia Watch Society, and tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about Rubber B and my experience with these straps and this brand 2 years later. I did an article and a video reviewing this Tang buckle strap back in November 2017. And at that time, I'd had the strap for several months. So I have worn this strap for well over 2 years now and absolutely love it. As far as wear and tear, man, I've worn this strap a lot. It looks just as good as it did the day that I took it out of the box. It's pretty easy to clean. I mean, it probably needs a little clean now because I was wearing it today. But yeah, the rubber's held up well. It's not brittle. Hasn't dry rotted. I know I get quite a few questions about just durability, but yeah, still has a extremely tight, just perfect integration with the case. I know I have had straps from other brands where over time this just begins to loosen up, but it is as tight as it was on day one, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I have just really had a good experience with the strap. The Velcro strap here, I've also did an article and another video on this strap a little over a year ago. So I've had it probably 18 months, and I've worn it a lot as well. And this is, like I said, this is the Velcro edition. And the number one question that I have received over the last 18 months of posting pictures of these straps on Instagram, just comments on the previous videos that I've done and web articles, is does the Velcro stay fastened? Hands down, the number one question I received. And my answer is absolutely. I would not even think about putting this watch on this strap if I didn't have full confidence in it. So the insurance policy with this Velcro strap is this rubber keeper here. If you got that thing in the right spot, and I wear it down close to this like titanium loop, and I mean, this thing ain't going anywhere. And if it did, by God, you would know it. If it came off for some reason, it's not like you'd just be walking down the street and the Velcro pop off and your watch fall off and you wouldn't know it. But you would have to get into a pretty sketchy situation to rip this thing off and rip that rubber keeper. So yeah, I haven't had the least issues. The Velcro itself has held up well. I don't know if you can really see it in the video here, but it looks like it did day one. It's no less sticky, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it still got a good grasp. Wear this strap fairly regularly. I wore it a ton this summer just because it was real. I thought it was, I preferred it to the Tang buckle strap this summer, like hanging out of the pool. It's just got that sporty look, and I don't know, just looks like something that you would wear like when you're like doing sports and stuff like that. So yeah, but that's the number one question, and the thing is solid. I would not hesitate in getting it. Now, another question I've got is Tang buckle versus Velcro, since I do have them both. Me personally, I like the Tang buckle strap. Two reasons. One, just where the holes are positioned on the strap. I'm like right here in the middle, and so the size that I prefer, it gets right there to it. If I had an issue with sizing, the Velcro strap will get any size that you want within reason. I think there's two sizes of the strap. Or maybe there's three. I know there's at least two, a medium and a large. So this is the smaller version. So yeah, get them for any kind of fit. But if you've had straps before where you're in between sizes on the holes, then the Velcro is probably a great option for you. And then the Tang buckle is just a little bit easier for me to put on. But I do love both straps, and I would recommend both straps, and I do wear both straps. I haven't had this red strap very long. I'm big fans of Shark Tank and Kevin O'Leary, and I saw him wearing this on the show quite a bit, and the more I saw it, the more I wanted it. And so I just recently went out and picked it up. And it's the exact same thing as this one, just newer. The only difference is it's got one less hole, but the way they're positioned is pretty much identical, and it fits great too. So I've enjoyed this one as well. That's the other questions that I have received. Like, how easy is it to get these straps on the watch? Like, for me, I can take the oyster bracelet off and have the rubber B strap on in probably less than a minute. Doesn't take long. The first time it was, a little bit more time, watched a couple of videos, got the hang of it, and it probably took me longer the first couple of times because I was a little bit timid using the spring bar tool to get the oyster strap off, or the oyster bracelet off the Submariner. That's probably the hardest part of this thing, and that's once you get comfortable handling the watch and removing the bracelet, it's no big deal at all. I use a Virgin spring bar tool with the fine tip. I don't know what the number is right off the top of my head, but I think I have another video out there where I show you how to take the bracelet off of the Submariner with that tool. So yeah, check that out if you're considering, because if you don't have that tool, if you just buy a regular spring bar tool off of Amazon, it's probably going to be too big, because the way Rolex has these things designed, you really just need to fine tip to get in there and get that spring bar loose. So anyway, 2 years on the wrist for the Tang, 18 months on the wrist for this Velcro. Both have performed exceptionally, held up. I mean, these straps will last, they'll last my lifetime, no doubt. I don't wear them every day. It's not something that I would have no issue wearing it every day, but I like changing out straps way too much and just fooling around with my watches to keep one on there more than a couple of weeks. But I did wear this one quite a bit this summer, probably 2 of the 3 months I had it, either one of these straps on. So anyway, if you got any other questions, feel free to comment below and I will get back to you very quickly. Check out our other articles. Like I mentioned earlier, I did 2 detailed articles and videos on both of these straps over a year ago. So check those out. There's a lot of details on the straps and that kind of thing. But if you're thinking about going with Rubber B, I'll definitely endorse the brand. These straps aren't cheap. They're between $250 and $300, and some people have a problem with the cost. I mean, one guy commented on one of the videos that he could buy a Michelin tire for $250 and get 1,000 of them. Well, what I would say to that is go buy a Michelin tire and see how long it takes you to make one of these straps, because I don't think you'll be able to do it, because these guys definitely have it figured out. But if you're going to drop $8 grand or more on a watch, then a $250, $300 strap that fits it perfectly and will last, and something that you can enjoy for a long time, it's not a lot of money in the whole scheme of things when you're in the market that high on watches. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Check us out on Instagram at the Columbia Watch Society, and on the web, www.colawatch.com. Thanks, guys.